Hi, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a mini journal that can be used as happy mail, and we're going to make hidden paper clips and other little tuck spots and tags and journals to go in the pockets. Now I made this specimen card. It's really cute, easy to do, and a little tassel hanging off of it, and then another little boho style tassel going off of that. And I saw on another channel that putting ribbon around the little ring just helps to cover it up and add it a little bit more interest. And this ring is just a wee bit bigger than the one I used here, so really whatever size, 1 inch, 1.5 inch that you want to use is perfectly fine. So this is 1 1/4, so this one, yeah, this 1 inch. So 1 1/4, 1 inch. And all I did was take a piece of ribbon. You could use fabric, and this is probably like a 1/4 inch. Yeah. 3/4 inch, a little less than half wide, and then just wrap it around. So I started off and I tied, started with a shorter end, and then just wrapped it through, and then kind of went through and on itself, and then I came with the other piece, so you're having to work with 2 ends, and then wrapped it all the way around, and then I came back and then tied these 2 pieces together. That's how I found it was the easiest way to do this, and then you have a really pretty finished piece at the end. And either way, I mean, it doesn't matter. The silver is fine, but if you want to cover it, that's fine too. So again, just whatever you want to do. And then to make your tassel, you just take pieces of fabric and you cut them probably about 12 inches in length, because these are about, 6, so 12-inch lengths, and then decide how many, just how thick you want your tassel to be. So usually maybe around 10 to 12 pieces, and you can use fabric, you can use lace and ribbon, the sari silk. I just purchased sari silk from one of the Etsy sellers, and so this is the variety that I received. I really would rather have, I think, more solid colors than print colors. I don't really like, so then I got the grab bag, just was a scrap bag from that Etsy shop as well, and there's some more, it looks like more solids in here, and variety. So I'll have to mix and match here, but if I can find, I don't know if they sell this. This is the first time I've ever purchased it. I don't know if it is sold in solids or if it's just a print, whatever, so I have to look into that. And so I just wanted to share that with you, and I was kind of wanting to know, what is this? It's S-A-R-I, excuse me, is how it's spelled, sorry, not S-O-R-R-Y, sorry, like that. So I was thinking like Sahara, desert, sorry, kind of thing, so it must come from that kind of a region of the world. And then here's the ribbon that I used to wrap around, and so I had a really long piece, and I just started with it, and just whatever, once I had it all finished, so this is how much I had left, so there's plenty here to do a second piece. And again, this is probably like 12 inches length, yep, 12 to 14 inches is what I would say, and that was enough to go around the 1 1/4 inch ring. Alright, so I just wanted to get those out of the way and talk about that and show you that. So now we're going to be making this cute little journal. I've made one before, so let me get it out and show you. So I have made one long time ago, last year sometime, and this is really pretty. Isn't this pretty? So cute. So this was a color page from Stamping Up, and I just watercolored it, and then I made it into this really pretty journal card. So I embellished the front here, the little flap, so this little flap piece, and it's a 12 by 12. So I started with a 12 by 12 piece. You could do this with any paper size. I'm assuming that is 6 by 6, 10 by 10, 8 by 8, even is what I'm thinking. All right, and then open it up, and then you have a pocket here, and you have a pocket here. Okay, and the pocket goes all the way through. So you can put journals. I'm trying to get my little card that I put in that in. So I had a little card here, and I had a little card here. But I would really want to make miniature journals and put in here. But I just did this for demonstration purposes, just to show you the size and the fact that the pocket goes all the way through. I don't know if you can see my fingers down there. And it's very easy to make. So this flap is not of the original 12 by 12. It was added. So I'll show you how to do it. Start to finish. Little tags, the whole thing, the ribbon, start to finish is what this video is going to be today. So I hope you will stay around, and I hope if you enjoy it that you'll subscribe to my channel. So if I didn't introduce myself already, I'm Marsha, and you are at Markets of Sunshine, the place to be to learn everything you want to learn for beginner and intermediate level of crafting, junk journal making, sewing, embroidery, everything that is so fun and simple to do for gift giving, happy mail giving, staying in touch with friends and family, and then just making fun things for yourself and helping your mental health. So that's all why I started my channel, was for my mental health, and so I'm doing it, and it's bringing me so much joy and benefit. So by all means, please follow along and enjoy the experience. So what we do to begin with, this is a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I used this paper pack. Turn it around so you can see. So it's Fruit Paradise Prima Collection, 24 sheets, 6 double-sided, 4 of each print, and then it comes with cute little embellishing. There's smaller papers that we're going to use in here. So those right here, those will be perfect for tags, little journal cards. So I'm going to show you how we're going to use those in the finished project. So take your 12 by 12 piece. Let me just open it up here and show you what I did. So you can see already these 4 corners are folded. Okay. So you're going to, first of all, take your paper, and since it's even both ways, it doesn't matter which way you fold it, except if the print, you want the print to go in a certain way. So you take the paper first of all and decide, okay, which way am I going to be folding? So I went ahead and I folded it like this, okay, and then I opened it up and I only pinched these 2 corners, okay, in the very beginning, which it doesn't matter because in the end you're folding it anyway. So it was kind of like, and then you fold it the other way and you crease all the way down here. Now you open it back up and you're going to fold this side into that crease, this side into that crease. Now it gives you your 2 sides here, and then you just bend it, fold these 2 corners back even with these sides here, and it gives you the pocket. So now you can see there's one big pocket, okay, but you wanted to have the space here so it can fold, okay, and which is actually, it's going to go fold this way. So this one didn't really matter. It's just for the construction purposes of the whole thing. Now I'm using washi tape, which if you use washi tape, and if you know anything about washi tape, you know that it is not strong and durable. You have to reinforce it. So we are going to get, first of all, our glue stick, piece of wax paper. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do, because the washi tape is going to go right here between this section here, okay? And you need a wide piece like this, and you're going to place half of the tape on here so that this can be folded on it. Okay, so I know it sounds confusing, but as you watch what I'm doing, then it'll become clear. So the first thing I'm going to do is just add reinforced glue along this edge, and just coming in about 1/4 of an inch, just so that washi tape will stay secure. Now if you have 1/2 inch or inch double-sided tape, then you could use that. But I don't have that size. I only have 1/4 inch size, so I have to use what you have, and this is what I have. Okay, so now we're going to take the washi, and again, we're not putting it like this. You're going to leave half of it open. So you're putting half the washi where you have your glue. Come across here, and then just get your scissors and cut it right even with this other edge. Like that. Okay, so now when this gets folded down, this piece will catch here. You see how that works? Okay, so now we're just going to put reinforced glue over on this side. And if you use the Scotch glue stick, you have to do it twice. So don't just go one application. You have to go back and forth twice. That's what the instructions say. And then you get the, did I do it on the right side or did I do it on the wrong side? Okay, I did it on the right side. Whew, scared myself there for a minute. Okay, so now you want to come here, and this little bit of washi tape that is exposed is perfectly fine because we are going to cover that up. So do not worry. So now you're going to fold your little journal like this, okay? And I'm looking at the outside to see is there any particular direction. So really, does it look better that way? I think I do like it that way. Okay, so I want it like this. Okay. All right, now the next step in the process is to make pockets for our little tags to go in here, and then this will cover up this section here in the front. So I'm debating if I want to use one entire paper collection, or do I want to come in now with some book pages. So first let's go through the paper pad and see what else is in here. Okay, this piece I have for tags. I already know I want to do that. So I'm going to just slip it under here. So let's go through one by one and take a look. This is what I used for the journal. Okay, so now we have this, and then the other side of this, which that's the beauty of the double-sided. So would that look nice here for pockets? I'm not really liking that, but the other side of the actual print that we use, which of course is going to match up with these end pieces. But then that's kind of like too much of that same print. So let's keep going. Remembering there's 4 of each, and I've only used a few of these out of the pack, so there's going to be plenty of paper in here. Ooh, and now I like that. I like this whole pattern there. That would be pretty. I could start cutting some of that out because the pink, I don't like the pink with that. But this, just on the this pattern section here and the wording here, I could use that. Okay, so that's an option. And then of course, okay, now we have, I did use this one already. What did I use that? Oh yes, when I decorated my composition book for my study journal. Okay, so this one would not go good for here, but maybe the back of it, again, yes, that's an option. Okay, so that's 2 now, so I like that. And this one as well, not the busy side, but the other side, I like that. So let's tear off this one, because I really like this. Okay, so see, I can use this and lay this around anywhere, in any direction that I want. I do like that. That looks really nice. Okay, and then let's go back here. This one, I'm thinking that one's too busy. I do like it though. And then the opposite of what we started with. So let's see if we want to add any of that. Do we want to take one of these, or is it just, again, I think it's because it matches it too precisely. It doesn't, it's kind of like, but this now, this stands out. So this will be perfect. Okay, so it's the flowers on this side, which of course we don't want screaming at us, but we want this side. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to measure our base here. So what size? Okay, exactly 6 inches. Okay, so now I know I can cut a 6-inch piece, which probably I'm going to come in a little bit, so maybe 5 3/4. I'll cut 5 3/4, and then to make 2 pockets. And then here, okay, 5 inches. I don't want, okay, so I'll do 4, okay, 4-inch. And now, okay, keep in mind now this has to bend. So I don't want the 5 3/4 actually. So okay, this is 3 inches. So we will do, okay, so 2 3/4 maybe. So okay, so 4, did I say? Okay, so 2 pieces at 4 and 2 3/4. Okay, so that's what we're going to cut. So let me do that and I'll be right back. All right, so continuing on where I left off. So let me show you what I've added. Okay, so I've cut the little pocket sections that are going to go on either side out of the paper that I chose, and I'm going to go ahead and just use the same identical paper and then I also made 2 journals to go into the pockets here, and I'll show you just in a minute how I did that. So the next step is we're going to round the corners on just these 4 top pieces. So let that one down first. That's just to give it a nice finished look. And if you don't have a sewing machine, go ahead and glue around it, but I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. I just love the stitching. So whenever I can use my sewing machine in my gifting and journaling, it just adds a very more handmade, professional, artistic touch. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you can see right away, rounding the corners, how that adds a nice touch. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some inking because that gives it more of a vintage, aged look. Take my little pile of scraps and throw those over there. This is such a fun project. I mean, I'm really enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. It's very simple. It's a different way to do journals. You know, we don't have to do a junk journal the same style every time. I don't know which one has been using for what, but anyway. Okay, so we don't want this color, so we're going to put you back. We're going to be using the antique linen and the vintage photo. Those are the 2 colors that I seem to gravitate toward. And I mix them. I don't have a lot of strength in my fingers. Okay. These little caps go on very tight. So I put the light vintage, the antique linen first, and then I go to the vintage photo. And so we're just going to come around, try to see if we can get an aged look going here on this. First I did the edges, and now I'm just going right on top. Very subtle, doesn't have to be dark, screaming at us. And an easier way to do it after you do the edges, then just lay your piece down on your magazine or whatever you're doing to protect your surface. I'm using wax paper, and then you just come along and put it right there where you want it. So now right away you can start to see how that's adding that aged look, that weathered aged look that we want. This could use a little bit more, I can see. Okay. Now, look at how beautiful that is. So we're going to put that on there, and we'll do the same thing with these two pieces. First, I'll go around the edges. And I hope you're doing well wherever you are watching me today. I'm in Florida. So my heart goes out to everybody who is dealing with freezing cold winters. Just as I'm sure your heart goes out to us when we're down here battling 200-mile-an-hour winds in hurricane season. Oh, it's always something, isn't it? Wherever you are in your part of the world, I hope you're staying safe. And I really do mean that. So let's just keep aging this. Keeping it on the wax papers. I don't put it on my... I've been doing pretty good. I haven't boo-booed anything on my surface yet. This nice, beautiful wood. But my husband can always sand it, and which would be a bugaboo to bear to get it off this table again. But anyway. All right, so let's take a look at this. Look at how pretty that looks now. All right, so let me show you the two journals. And we'll do the same thing and put some aging on there. So I chose this same paper for this journal. So when you open it up, so you'll see that's the same there. So I'm going to round these corners. And then this one I chose the cherry blossom, which I thought was really pretty. And it goes really nice with it. And then the inside is really nice. I love these double-sided papers. Just so pretty. All right, let's get the corner rounder back over here. Now our weather here in Florida has been just crazy. We had 80s, and then we went to rain, and then we went to 40s at night, and 50 during the day, and 60, and just rain. Today's a pretty pleasant day, I'd say in the 70s. And it's getting ready to rain as I'm sitting here looking out my craft room window. So it looks like our winter is over here in Florida. So a little bit of coolness we got this year. It seems like we're going to be back into the 80s and 70s. Which would mean a long, hot summer. So I'm not looking forward to that. But it just means more time for me to be in my craft room with you guys. So, hey, it's all good. It's all good. And we have a generator, so if we get any bad hurricanes, we'll be okay. Okay, so now we're going to ink this just like I did the others. Add that extra prettiness. And this is going to go to one of my friends. And, you know, I'm going to start adding my mailing address. So if any of you would like to send me any of your crafting gifts, well, actually what you can do is join our Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction. That's always in my description. And we have a random act of kindness list. And that way I don't put my address out here. You can find it on my Facebook. So that I think I would prefer to do. But if you're interested in sending me anything in the mail and you don't want to join the Facebook group for whatever reason, then feel free to send me a message through my on my Etsy shop or Instagram, or put it in the comments below. because no one sends me anything. My friends who are crafty work full-time, and so, you know, but it would be nice to get something in the mail once in a while that somebody else has made. I love my daughter's artwork. She does a piece for me every year for our anniversary. So that I'm looking forward to this year. Handmade things I love more than store-bought, to tell you the truth. I really, really do. Okay, that looks really pretty now. What do you think? I love that aging it gave it. Just immediately perks it right up. Okay, so this one's going to go in this pocket. And I cut it so that it would fit, you know, measured it out so it would fit the size that we've already determined, which was 5 3/4. I'll give you the measurement here again, because I've already forgotten what it was. Okay, so this one is going to go in here. So I think I'll just do that. I won't ink both sides of this. I did make 2 Happy Mail binders. If you watched those videos, you saw the 2 that I did. One for my friend Rita in Georgia, and then I did hers with all the beautiful purple and blue. That was gorgeous. And then I did one for one of my new friends here locally, and I had those made up already, and hers was a fall theme. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Okay, so now this one's going to go in this pocket. All right, get in there. Okay, so now let me get the lids back on these, put everything back where it belongs. I don't think I need you guys, but if I do, you'll be right there. Okay, so now what I was going to do, let's get these put into place. All right, so I did want to sew. I told you I was going to sew those. I mean, it's just going to be, so then when whatever, you know, little tags, what I'm thinking of doing, I have these paper scraps here, and I have these little paper scraps here. So I was thinking either I would make another little mini journaling tag spot here to go into this little short pocket, and then something here. These are too wide, but I could trim these down, and then these could be another little, you know, journaling thing there. That was what came to my mind. Okay, so and then, okay, after I get that done, we're going to put so that there's something comes in those little pockets for them. Because most of the time, you know, the people, like I said, my friends are busy working, or they're not crafty oriented, and so I have to send things that are ready to go and they'll know what to do with it. Because otherwise I get phone calls or text messages saying, Marsha, this is lovely, it's beautiful, but what do I do with it? What is it? So see, with this whole thing here, they're like, oh, look, there's a pocket here and there's a pocket there and there's a little tuck thing here and a cute little thing here. Well, what is it? That's always their question, is what is it? So for us who are craft people, we take it for granted that everybody knows what to do with things that we give them. But guess what? They don't. And another problem is that they're not journal people. So, I mean, it's like not only are they not, you know, they don't make things themselves, but they also don't journal, which is, you know, something I had to learn. It was not it didn't come natural to me either. It was because I wanted to have a gratitude journal. Oh, this is cute. Look at that. That would be cute if I folded it and put it in there like that. Versus if I just leave it like this, what do you think? I could put this one in here. I'll just leave him. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to staple him here. And I'm going to use, I had to reach. I'm going to use my long arm EK Success decorative stapler. All right, let's see here now. Okay. Did it work? Oh man, it didn't go through all the layers. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, so this is what it was going to be. That beautiful. I thought it could go, it says, wait a minute, it says it can go through 5 layers. Let me see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I did, and then the cardstock. All right, so let's take the cardstock. Let's just do 3. Let's see if I can get it to go through there. I have to put more force because I'm not. All right, put all my weight on it. Okay, let's see if we got it. Ah, yes. Okay, we got it that time. Okay, so it could go through 1 piece of cardstock and 4 pieces, okay, of this little paper. Okay, so that's good. All right, now it will go here. So once I sew this, okay, so now it's going to be a little cute little thing here. Isn't that cute? So then they'll have that little paper, you know, just to jot down whatever. You know, sometimes you just need a little smidgen of paper. So this is going to be so pretty. I just love it. It's coming together so cute. Okay, so then I have this little scrappy thing here left. I don't know what I'll do with him. Okay, but this is coming together. Excellente. All right, so let me hop over to the sewing machine once more, and I will sew these up, and I shall be right back. Okay, here we go. So this one I'm not going to make a double pocket, but this I'll make a double pocket. So I'll glue it where this is open here and this is open here. Okay, but we'll leave this. We're going to use the tacky glue because that's what we need, something heavy duty. I'm going to leave all the strings. I might trim them down a little bit. This is the best glue that I use for my crafting. I love it. It's inexpensive. It doesn't have a strong odor. So all the things that are out are important to me. Where's a napkin? I need a napkin. All right, there you are. Napkin. And we still have a lot to do with this. It's just like I have so much to show you today. So this is just a beautiful masterpiece that we are making today. All right, so I wanted to make sure I didn't glue the strings behind it, because I will trim those up. All right, so they are a wee long. So they're a little wee long. More, let's make them eyelash length instead of, I don't even know what. All right, there we are. Okay, looking good, looking good. And okay, here I'm going to do the same thing. And if you notice, I didn't glue up here. I went ahead and left that open. So we're going to do the same thing on this one. So we're just going to glue down the sides and across the bottom. Oh, I'm so happy to get back into my craft room. I had to get a new phone, and I was without capability of filming for over a week. I was so depressed, literally. And then my husband was like today, honey, I want you to get in your craft room. You are happy when you're in there. And I said, I know. So I said, yep, I am going to get back. I said, this is my happy place. I love it. Other than my garden. Now my garden is my #1 happy place. I got to just say, crafting is, because it's so hot here in Florida most of the time. But my garden, if I could be out in my garden, I do have a little gazebo, but I want to have a closed-in porch, so we're working on that. It's in the works, maybe for an anniversary gift this year, so we'll see. If that happens, you'll be the first to know. Okay, so let's get the little eyelashes here. Trim these down to eyelash level. There we go. Okay, what's the word? Stuffed animal eyelash level. Okay, let's trim off the journal. Get them to be a little bit shorter there too. Okay, so now we're looking good. We have this beautiful journal going already. Look at this. Okay, so now you close it like that. Oh, but you're saying, Marsha, but wait, there's something missing. Don't you want to do something else? Yes, I'm so glad you asked. What is that? Okay, we're going to make a little flap that will cover over. And let me show you again on the original. Okay, so you see here this flap right here. And now you could do it two ways. Okay, you could fold it this way and have the flap be here, the closure, and it's going to go here, which I think is what I'm going to do. Or you could do it vice versa, where, because then if you did it like that, so then the flap would be here, it would close this way, and then they would open it this way. So it really does not make a difference on which end you put your little flap. Okay, so let's measure this again. What did I do here? Okay, so I did a 3-inch piece by the 6 inches. Okay, so we're going to cut a 3 by 6 piece. We're going to need a piece of ribbon, and then we're going to pretty up the flap as well. Oh, so there's still so much to do. It's so exciting. I love it. All right, now let me see here. What pattern I'm thinking. Okay, so we used this beautiful floral here and the yellow and white, and then we have the cherry with the black. All right, so now we have to think about that. So then the flap here, I think I want to use the cherry, the black side of the cherry paper. I think that's what's going to look gorgeous folded over here. So let me grab that piece. 2 seconds. Quick like a bunny. Okay. Get the paper pad out. And there we are. Okay, so we need approximately 3 by 6. I gotta get the cutter, so let me move this out of the way. Slide that out of the way. Okay, here's the cutting mat that I use. This one is ancient. I think it's an EK Success. I'm not really, couldn't really remember to tell you which one that is. Okay, so now you see how pretty this is going to look with this. Okay, so we want 3 by 6. All right, let's see. So we're going to cut it at 9. This is 12 by 12 paper. Okay. There's our 3-inch piece, more or less. And then we're going to just put it here and make sure. And now, so what's going to happen with this piece is it's going to nestle in. So we're going to take this journal out, and it's going to nestle in here, you see. So 6 inches, I may need to come in just a wee bit. And 6 inches may be too much, but we'll go ahead and cut it on the 6 inch. Just so that we can show for demonstration purposes. Okay, now let me get the cutter out of the way. Okay, here we are. Now, we are going to round the corners on this one. I don't think I did it on the other one, but I think I like it. I want it to have the corners rounded. Yeah, see, I didn't do it. It's going to look nicer with the corners around. And it does look good coming from this way, but so for some reason I want it to come from the other way. So let's just do that. Just love how this turned out. All right, so does it matter which direction these flowers are going in? I don't think so. And do I want all 4 corners? Does it matter? Okay, so let's look at this here. Okay, so now this is going to be here. All right. Yeah, see, it goes in. Okay, but you see how it is, look, okay, you see how it's bowing up? Okay, so then that means I just need to take a sliver off of here. That is a sliver. Okay, now we can lay it in here. Ah, see? It lays flat. Okay, now, picture this. This is going to be scored here, and then we're going to fold it over. I just love this cherry pattern too, though. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know. Maybe the cherry pattern. Maybe the cherry pattern. Let's see if, okay, let's lay this here. And what do you think? Oh, here's cherries here. It could, theoretically. I mean, it would look pretty. Wouldn't it look pretty with that too? Versus this. I don't know. What do you think? I think I'm going with this. I really do. Because I like how the gold in the cherry. Okay. We're going with that. Good. Now, scoreboard. I can just feel my happiness coming back, being back in my craft room. Honest and truly. Okay. Now, so we want to score the side that we didn't round the corners on. Let me get these out of the way before I impale myself. All right, I'm thinking, oh, let's see here. Now you got to give consideration. What did I do over here? Okay. Yeah. All right. This is what I'm looking at. Okay. So you want to give yourself a little bit. I'm looking at maybe, it looks like 1/4 of an inch. Maybe 1/2 inch would be too much. Let me lay it on here and see. So you want to give yourself a little gusset. I'm putting onto, yeah, 1/4 inch. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so we're going to do 1/4 inch. And that will give us that little bit for folding.